Hey everyone, welcome back. So let's understand how you can sign up for the free Jira account. In Google search or any search engine of your choice, simply type in Atlassian, as we know that Jira is a tool created by the company known as Atlassian. It's an Australian based company. And if we go to the Atlassian website, you will get to know all the products that are available by Atlassian. And Jira and Confluence are by far the most popular products because they are applicable or they can be used by any domain as such. If we talk about the software development, these are very popular tools. The combination Confluence for your documentation, managing the documentation, etc., and Jira for your agile software development. Whether you are a service company or providing the service, you can use the Kanban templates to manage the continuous flow of work, or if you're a software development team, you can use the Scrum templates. So a lot of features and functionalities available within Jira. If I talk about the latest developments in the Atlassian product landscape with AI in picture, all of the products will have the AI capabilities implemented, and in this course I'm going to cover the AI capabilities that are there in these products as well. So you're not only going to learn Jira but also the AI agent capability or the AI capability that is available within Jira, which will help you to be even more productive as compared to someone who is not embracing the AI knowledge within Jira. Now, another important thing I want to mention here is that this website and the interface of Jira changes frequently. So in case, say for example, when I'm recording this course and by the time you're consuming, say just 2 weeks down the line, the interface might change. So the only thing you have to remember here is do not worry too much about the product interface or the website interface. This is the Atlassian.com website. This is not Jira interface, but even the Jira interface, because of the releases, regular releases, new features coming in picture, the interface might change. You have to remember the flow, the concept that I'm explaining in this whole course. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how you can sign up for the Jira account. So as we are on the Atlassian website, straight away you can see the get started with Jira. If you don't see this button, you will find it somewhere on this specific website, or if you go to the product, somewhere it will be definitely there. If I go to product, for example, click on Jira, from the product as well, I'll have the get it free or sign up available for Jira. So if you see the free tier of Jira, so Jira is free for up to 10 users. So if I click on get it free, for example, it will open the pop-up wherein you can provide your work email, your Google account, Microsoft, Apple, Slack, any of these social media account as well or social account as well to sign up. So what we'll do is, in order to make it really quick, we can go ahead and use our Google account to sign up. But before that, I would like to show you the pricing. Okay, so if I go back, you will have the more, and if I go to the pricing, if it is not available exactly in the same place that I am showing, it will be somewhere on the website. So here you will see that the free tier is free forever for up to 10 users. So if you are a small organization with less than 10 members in your team, you should be going ahead and using Jira to manage your software development work or the testing work within Jira itself. Now there will be some limitation in terms of the functionalities that are available in the free tier. So obviously if you are on the standard or premium version, you will get more functionality, but in the free tier as well, you get a lot of good features, and we'll be using free tier to demo the most part of the course unless and until we are going ahead with the premium features. So I'll also call out if there are some explanations which are requiring the standard or premium feature, I'll specially call out, but then most of the course will be on the free version itself. So to get started, simply click on get it now, and as I have mentioned, simply use your Google account or your work email or any other account that is listed here. I'll simply click on Google and I'll choose an account that I have not used to sign up for Jira yet. So I'll say RCV Academy Jira. So this is one of the test email that I've created to create the Jira account and show you how exactly you can go ahead and sign up. So click on next, and then it will ask for the password. So you have to provide your Google password here. Let me quickly put it and then we'll proceed further. Okay, so you'll be landed on this page. It will ask the confirmation that Atlassian requires access about the name and email address. I'll go ahead, continue, and then the full name. Basically, it will be pulled from your Google account. Okay, so I'll simply keep it as is and then click on continue. Now the important thing, the site. So what exactly is the site? So whatever name, say for example, you provide here, if I say RCV Academy Jira.atlassian.net, so this will be fixed, but then I can change the site name. I can say software testing mentor.atlassian.net. Okay, so I can change. I can say RCV Academy.atlassian.net. So whatever name you provide here as the site name will be your Jira site. Okay, so this is the name, RCV Academy, and because this is green, that means this name is available. So I'll use this name and click on continue, and now it will start setting up my site for the Jira Cloud. And this is the Jira Cloud sign up, right? So we are not installing anything on our machine. It's not the data center version, it's the cloud version that we are going ahead with. So once we are proceeding with this, now what kind of work do you want to do? You have to select. So based on that selection, it will suggest you the templates. Now you can see this is the breadth of Jira product where it can be used. So you'll see it can be used in the marketing, design, operations, project management, IT support. So lots of areas, and because of the flexibility of Jira, it can be customized to any of the domains that you can think of. But mostly the most important ones are already there. And if you say, for example, you work in human resources, you select human resources, you will get the templates as per the human resources. But we are going ahead with the software development because we are in the QA and development space. So I'll select software development, and then we want to run the sprints. We want to map the work dependencies, prioritize work, track bugs, as well as work in the Scrum, and then also manage tasks. So I'll select all of that and then click on continue, and then we have to name our space. So at the moment, in the current version of Jira or the latest version of Jira, they have renamed the project to the space. So now the space in Jira is what it was used to be a project in the older version of Jira. So if I say create your space, this is basically creating your project, similar to creating your project. So I'll say this is the RCV Academy, say for example RCV Academy web app. This is the project that we are going to work within, or we are developing a web application for the RCV Academy. So I'll go ahead, provide that name here, and then simply click on get started. Then the work types, you can customize it later, but then in any software development project, you will need a task, you need a story. If you're following agile software development, you will need a story, you will need a feature request, you need a bug. So we'll select all of these, and then you can also have the custom issue types created as well within Jira, which we'll look into the advanced section later. So I'll select all of these that are available at the moment, click on next, and then by default, or the default workflow will be listed here, which is nothing but it will be shown in the form of the board. So behind the board there is a workflow. If I talk about this board, so you have the to do, in progress, review, and done. So these are the statuses that will be available by default. If, say for example, I want to have the status, another status, so I can just click on the add status. Okay, you'll see I clicked on add status, and I can say in testing I can add another status, and another column will be added in my board and the workflow as well. Okay, so I have added in testing here, and then let's go ahead and click on next. You can do it later as well, but I'm just showing you during the sign up process. You'll be prompted with all of these details, and you can go ahead and customize this during sign up process itself. Now you'll see this is the link of your Jira instance, and the name that we have chosen is the name that has been selected here, rcvacademy.atlassian.net. Let's go ahead and click on go to Jira. You can invite other members of the team here itself, or we'll do it later and we'll go to Jira directly, and you'll be redirected to the project that we have created, or the space that we have created. Now there is nothing project, it's the space. Project has been renamed to space, and this is the space that has been created. It will ask you to accept the cookie. I'll say only necessary cookies, and then this is the dashboard, or the backlog page, or the project page, or overall Jira dashboard that you will be looking at or finding out after the complete sign up process. Now here you will see in the left hand side side you have some menu, at the top you have some menu. This might change, and this keeps changing. The UI keeps changing. So you have to understand the overall process, because with newer versions coming in picture, very frequently newer versions are released in the cloud. So some changes in the UI are very obvious. So understand the flow, understand the structure, and you will be able to figure out, doesn't matter how many times or how much the UI has changed, you will know and learn everything about Jira. Okay, so that's all. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thank you.